everyone, Chef Yoda the dog here, back for our Monday meal. This Monday meal is brought to you by the Instant Pot. And this is one that my mom was a little nervous about doing in the Instant Pot because she's tried making pasta in it before and it just ends up mushy or just not the right consistency. But this one ended up perfect, as you'll see in the video. So she highly recommends it. She got it from the website reciperebel.com, and she'll put the link to the original recipe in the description box below. But it is a recipe for Instant Pot mac and cheese, and it says that you can add any meats or veggies that you want to it, to the base recipe, which my mom did, and you'll see that in the video as well. But it turned out perfect, and it was so creamy and delicious, and you can choose the kind of cheese you want to use, and if you want to use cream instead of milk, which she used non-dairy cream and cheese, of course, and she used some chicken and some broccoli with it, so it just ended up like a great meal, and just wanted to let you know that it actually worked exactly as the recipe was written. She didn't change anything about how to do it or, how the Instant Pot part of the recipe went. So just wanted to let you know that if you're trying to make pasta in the Instant Pot, this one is one that you should give a try too. All right, enjoy my mom showing you the Instant Pot mac and cheese recipe. She also let me have some. I mean, even though it's not real cheese, it's still pretty good. I'll take it. I like pasta too. All right, enjoy. Chef Yoda the dog out.
Hey everyone, as Yoda said, we are making an Instant Pot mac and cheese. I got this from the reciperebel.com. And so I will put a link to the original recipe in the description box below. This is an Instant Pot mac and cheese. I tend to not make pasta in the Instant Pot because it could turn out as a disaster. So we're going to see how this works. And if it doesn't work, then you'll see that and I won't make it again. So this is what we call an experiment. We'll see if it works. All right, so what we've got in here right now, and she said you could add veggies, meat, whatever you like to the recipe. So I'm adding 2 cans of chicken and broccoli florets. So that's what I added to it. But what she said is 3 cups of pasta. So I'm using this gluten-free brown rice elbow pasta from Walmart. And a little more than 3 cups was in this bag. So I just used the whole bag and then sort of adjusted things accordingly. So she said 3.5 cups of chicken broth. She likes to use broth because it seasons the pasta instead of water, but you can use water if you want. So I used broth, and I did like probably 4.5 cups because there was a little bit more pasta. And then sea salt. You do 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Then you need a teaspoon of an oil. I did actually 2 just because I had a little bit more stuff in there. So I used olive oil. She said any kind of oil or butter, just a teaspoon or so. You just need a fat in there to help out with the starchiness while it's cooking in the Instant Pot and to keep it all from sticking together. So that is what is in there. And then she said stir it up. So I did. Then we're going to put the lid on it. And you want it to be in the sealing position. And you want to set it to manual pressure, and you want to set it for 2 minutes. So, and then let it go. So that's what we're gonna do. And then when it's done, you have to quick release immediately. So sometimes when there's something in there like a starch, you wanna put like a towel or something over your valve so that when it's quick releasing, it's not getting that stuff all over the cabinets. So I'll probably get me a towel or something to put over it just in case, but we'll get to that when we get to it. For now, it's 2 minutes on manual high pressure. Okay, she said to actually turn off the Instant Pot. So you're going to hit keep warm cancel, turn it off, then move to quick release, which I'm not seeing any starchiness, so I'm not going to put the towel over it, but I did have a towel here just in case. So turn the Instant Pot off once the 2 minutes is up, and then do the quick release. There's no starchy water, so you keep it going till it's done. All right, as soon as it hit 0, I turned the Instant Pot off, did the quick release, and this is what it looks like. Well, I just put some half and half in there, some non-dairy half and half. And I did a cup and a half just because the original recipe calls for a cup, but I added a little bit more pasta than what it said. I have to tell you, it came out perfect. The pasta came out perfect. It's not chewy, it's not mushy, it's perfect. So I added the cup and a half of cream, stirred that together, or half and half. You can use milk, it's up to you. And now I'm gonna add the cheese. And it said anywhere from 2.5 cups of shredded cheese up to 4 cups, and any kind you want. So it just depends on how cheesy you want it. So you can add it while it's still hot, or you can turn on the saute function to a lower heat to melt the cheese. So I'm just gonna see if it melts just by putting it in there with the pasta hot, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, so I put the cheese in it. I did 4 cups, ended up doing 4 cups, and I used like 1.5 bags of this So Delicious plant-based cheddar. And then I did whatever was left in this bag, I think like half a bag. So 4 cups of cheese. Now, since this is non-dairy cheese, it looks different when melted. It is melted, and it tastes really good. But like if you use regular cheese, then it'll probably change all of your noodles that orangey color, or whatever color your cheese is. But anyway, so it's done. It's delicious. I put mine on keep warm. I turned it back on to help with the cheese and also to keep it warm until we eat it. So just wanted to show you guys that, but it's done and it's delicious. I highly recommend it. This was a great Instapot mac and cheese recipe.